Alright, time to do the thing that I told Carta and Doc that I'd do, and that was to get these flyers handed out. Now that I have a post office, now some people have actually put their names on stuff, and then we have some placeholder ones so the other people on the server know where their mailboxes are, but they can switch out stuff. All these generic ones I expect at some point to be fancied up. So let's get these in here and make sure that everybody has a welcome to do an adventure. Perfect. All right, now everybody's got mail. So let's head on back to our starter house. Such a nice fall afternoon. It's nice and the sun's starting to set. Oh. Now I sent out a mailbox. Is this my mail? Or is this the Let's check. Let's check it out. Let's go. Oh. You didn't even see that before. Before we check out read our mail here, what is this? Is this the ongoing feud with Norman Lane? Yep, it literally says pay rent, and Lane has devil horns. Nice. Well, hopefully that feud will work itself out eventually. I did notice that Misty moved the enchanting setup to this really cool, like, enchanting factory thing over there. So hopefully once they figure out this feud, we can get this area cleaned up for good. And then I did do some terraforming down through here. So there is some terraforming now, and it looks a lot better than it did. It was looking very, very plain, and then I put some like little billboardy sign things over on this side of Millie Mail. So now it's looking really good over on this side. But, oh, it's getting dark. Let's get inside real quick. And it's almost Halloween! We're supposed to be doing some stuff for Halloween. I know we're getting really, really close. I'm not sure if our next episode will have that or not, because I know we're getting close to Halloween. So stay tuned for that. Let's take a look and see. Is this my mail still? Oh no, it's Carta and Doc again. Okay, Millie, we're starting to pack to get moved. Uh-oh. Is the Adventure Guild ready? The last letter you sent doesn't seem like you even started. Yeah, the adventures can wait. But I like going on adventures. You need to have a safe place to live, and we have it on good authority that there are dangerous creatures lurking nearby, and it would be a lot safer if you had us there with you. Please make it your priority, Carta and Doc Richard. Oh yeah. I'm assuming they're talking about the pillager thing in Cube. As we had noticed from last episode, yeah, the pillagers were showing up at Lane's place, right near where the Millie Mill was, and then there's all the pillagers up at the Cube's house, and yeah, we probably need to get started. So let me take a good night's sleep, and I'll meet you up at the top of the hill. I think at very least we need to start prepping and getting a place for our animals, like our donkey Daisy, because I mean we're gonna need male mules. So I got a horse, and that's up there too. So let me get some rest, and I'll meet you up there. Alright everyone, so behind me is our brand new black horse. I ended up finding a horse, and a pretty fast one that has quite a bit of health on it. So small, like Daisy is so much smaller, I can't believe it. So I do want to get a mule, but I think in order for us to be really prepared for having some additional animals up here to help us with the Millie Mail system, I need a stable up here. And then Carta and Doc gave us that full list of all the different things we need, and I've been picking up cats because I had a creeper explosion, and now I need cats, and we've got a new, yeah, very like deep sounding doggy. And I'm worried. I'm worried about that huge pillager base that is going up over behind me there. Like Cube's pillagers, they're slowly creeping our way, so we definitely need something. And while we haven't been able to represent our area very much, I mean, Melissa's ghoul gang has a very, like, she has a awesome pathway that leads out. She's even built a bridge. There's all sorts of stuff going on there, and there's nothing here. except for my windmill. So I guess it's time. It's time, guys, and you probably already saw it in the thumbnail, at least how much I get built. I can't promise I'm going to get it all built, and in fact, I know I'm not going to get everything built because there's pieces of this I have not even planned yet. But for the pieces that we have, and if you've been watching the live streams, you've probably seen little bits and pieces of what it's going to look like from the schematic. I've got to get going, so let's go! Now we have a little horse stable. I think this should be good enough and they won't be able to jump over here. So let's make sure we can get these guys moved. Come here. Come on in. I don't think you can jump out of this. I think it's going to be okay. Come on in. There you go. In there like this. We'll put you in there. Are we good? Will we stay in there? Just in case. We'll put you there just in case. And then Daisy. We do need to get another. I think I have another saddle somewhere, but we'll put Daisy in here too. There. Beautiful. I mean, it's little. It has, I mean, I could have put more room in here, I guess. I could put more in here at some point, but we need to do walls around this area too, and then maybe we can have some more other things. Yes, I know. This seems like very plain and very boring and nothing, but at least they're out of the way and they have pins now. And I should be able to jump them in. Ooh, sorry, Daisy. I should be able to jump them in there too. So, okay. Next up, we need to do walls up and around this area because we have to defend ourselves, right, little kitty? Right. I found this little kitty over there in Cube's area. Did not think a colorful kitty would belong in Cube's area, so that's why he's over here. And then I found this kitty at a different village, so I think I'll have to rescue kitties ever so often from Cube's village, just so that the pillagers don't get them. We'll see. Okay, next, let's see. They had on the list, there was, oh, I don't have my list with me. I think they said they needed a blacksmith, they need a hall, they need a whole bunch of other stuff. So let's do the next portion of this build and see how much more we can get done. Alright, we are getting somewhere with our build. As you would have seen from the time lapse, I had to make myself an entry point, and our horse and donkey live down here. But I think I've had to make a door in the wall. I forgot that I could have made one of those, and now I have a way up and down. Eventually, there's going to be a road, so I kind of bypass this section altogether. And I'm gonna like terraform all this, and there'll be an actual road that kind of goes down that way and then down to spawn from the front side. And then this little road kind of thing is actually going to go and extend over to cubes eventually. So that's why this wall is here. This is why it's kind of looking wonky. When we get to the next part of this build, you'll see exactly why this kind of looks weird. And why these look very strange. Like why that stuff looks the way it does. But this is the outdoor portion, so I move my puppies inside, and this will be our outdoor area that goes into the main build that's coming next. And then I have the stable over here, and then this is our little blacksmith shop, because you want to make sure that you can shoot your horses and such down in here. So I'm going to decorate this up more. Right now I have just a little bit of charcoal in here. I'm going to move my my smelting operation that's there in here, so that will be along this wall. And then I have all of this cozy warmness, and I wanted to have like an opening here so you could see the sky, and it should like help with all the heat from all of the fires and stuff for the blacksmith shop. And then out here is just a little courtyard. This is gonna get stocked up eventually with like wheat bales and probably a wagon that will allow us to go down into this area. And this will also be the build that will connect over here. So this area will connect with our windmill to power everything. But this part will allow us to come down, and I'll have like a walkway here down into the fields that will exist down here soon enough. But it's getting pretty good. And then there's this tower here. This tower is a way to get up into the other building that will be there, but it's like the oldest part of the building. It was a part of, you can kind of see how things are falling apart a little bit, and people have kind of, you know, patched it up over time. So there'll be another entry point to our building, and it has a beautiful view of that so far. And then beautiful view of spawn up here. I may move some of those trees so that we can see more of the pay rent sign down there. But also we can see the windmill straight across from here, which is absolutely perfect and beautiful. And then we can see probably once Blazer and Lane start building their base, I'm hoping we'll be able to see out that way too from here. And then up here is just going to be kind of like another little hidey hole, another place to look out and enjoy our view. And this will also be another connected to the next main building, which we're going to be building next. So I think I still have the energy to do this thing, so let's see how much more of the Adventure Guild that we can put together. I sure hope that Carta and Doc are going to be pleased with what we've built. It's not quite ready for them, but we will be able to send them a letter very, very soon telling them to pack their bags and get moving on in. So let me show you around, and hopefully this has everything they need. I hope. This is the biggest build I have ever put together as of yet on CraftWorks, and it is a multi-part, and you may have seen some of it from inside the time lapses, which I try to make as concise and small as possible, but this took probably about 6 hours of building time on top of how long it took to figure it out and how long it took to supply, gather, etc. And I was still collecting supplies as we built it. But welcome to Adventure Guild West, everyone. This is a multi-part build. It will have more builds that stretch out from this part. I kind of made it modular, so we will eventually build a module here and then on into the meadow over here. But right now this is where it stops. This is where I stopped planning, and we'll eventually have some roads and stuff that goes into here. I would like to have a road that goes down into the donut itself. I'm gonna make a pathway that leads down, and we'll probably do some of those pathing things on the stream after this video comes out so that there's no spoilers past that point. So stay tuned for that. But this first part, so this is a multi-tiered thing. As I said, there's the base thing is this tower. This tower is the oldest part of the build in lore, and then they built on and in onto this and fixed it up. And then there's a few other little bits and pieces that I will show you here in a minute. But let's go through. Let's not take any more time. This is a little bridge area that leads into a storage room, and we'll show you that. But then, as I said, modular. Then this is the main entry. This is the main entry to the guild and to the tavern. So here it is. Here is the tavern. This is where all the adventurers will come. They'll come and pick up a cold brewed root beer. I've asked Shash and Kogi, maybe we could get some cool things that I can have on the counters here for foodstuffs. If not, I'll do some head magic like I have in the past. We'll have an adventure board where we can put different quests. So a full quest board will go up here. And then there will be like tables and seating around here and some warm, cozy seating next to that fireplace. But part of this guild is also going to be for you guys. So the viewers are also going to have rooms in this guild. So I already have a few guest rooms laid out here and then over in this hallway. If you are a member already and a paid member who's gifted subs, you're probably going to already have a name and already going to have like places for you, but we'll actually put the names on once I start actually decorating these rooms. So stay tuned to the decorating sense, because you know how I am with interiors. I love doing interiors, so we'll have plenty of rooms to do. I have 6 or 7 rooms ready to go, and we will add more as we go. So across that bridge that's down there, we will have more rooms to add. So there's room 7. It's a little cramped, so if somebody wants this room, let me know. It's a kind of a cramped one. These are small. I mean, most adventurers are going to be spending a lot of time out on the adventures, so that's what the idea is. But some of them have nice views of the donut, and some of them have, you know, just walls. So we'll get all of that pulled together in later episodes. But over here is a staircase that leads up into the actual tower area. But underneath, we have Carta and Doc's room. So Carta and Doc, I'll probably separate this out a little bit, but I want to give Carta and Doc a big, large office to work from. And then they can come and go as they please into the various rooms and into the little tower that you saw in an early time lapse on this episode. You can see out to this. This room most likely, and I don't know, I have a sign. I think I have a sign up above, but this area here is probably going to be like more engineering kind of things and redstone-y kind of things, because I want to hook that tower up to here so we can power. So it's going to be an electrical tower mostly, and it also leads down in to here, and that leads down to my farm. So, but we do have storage barrels and that kind of thing up in this tower. So that's going to be where Carta and Doc can do anything that they need to do, or check air conditioning. I don't know. We'll let them decide once they get here. But if we come back along here, so this is all the upper story of the tavern itself. So that's pretty much the entire tavern upstairs. But we're going to come downstairs real quick before we go into the rest of the tower and come down into the bowels of the beast, the bowels of the belly here. Belly of the beast, I don't know. Here is the kitchen. So this is the kitchen for the tavern, so that the tavern, like whoever's running the tavern will be able to come very easily in and out with the foodstuffs. They also have a very easy access to upstairs in the rooms if somebody ordered room service, etc. So we'll have to decorate all of this too. And then another part of the tavern area is over in here. This is going to be a winery, like a wine room, beer barrel storage, like all the stuff that comes in and out of the Adventure Guild for supplies. So will be kind of stored in this area. And this actually has a doorway right here that leads over into the outside. Ooh, that's really pretty. The outside over there. And then there's also the storage area. Another little underneath here. So this is underneath the bridge area. So if we had a wagon that pulled in through here, they could unload and load it right into this area. This is also kind of a receiving area too. Not entirely sure exactly what I'm going to do with all of this, but it also has like another little entry point. So I think that'll be more important once we have more buildings on that side. But this is really pretty at dark, apparently. And nobody slept right now, but that's okay. You can kind of see it in the nighttime and how glowy it is. This greenhouse is actually going to be where I put my sniffers. And I'm not going to have a whole lot of sniffers, just a couple. But underneath here, I will have a actual collection system up underneath this floor. And you can kind of hear the cows and sheep, and it actually connects immediately right up to the rest of the farm below. But this will give the sniffers their own little room, and it's just really pretty and cute with this like cherry tree design. And then I've got all sorts of little hidey hole places that you can climb up into the other levels. But down here, I think is going to get separated out more, but it's my storage room. It's going to be my future storage room. All my storage that I have down in the starter base is going to be moved up here at some point, so I imagine I'm probably going to put another row of those chests on this side too, and then probably have just a way in and out between those two doors, and then I'll probably make another room down in here, but I haven't decided how that's going to look yet, so that's why it looks big and plain. And here is a little like overhang that leads us out to the rest of the blacksmith area and the tower, the little tower there too, which is the kind of engineering place. And let's take a look now that someone's sleeping. Let's take a look and see. Yep. That is what the greenhouse looks like. Now, I did not have a time lapse of that, so I hope you like looking at it. We're going to be dealing with it a lot more in the future, so you'll get to see more of it. Now that we have seen all of the guild spaces itself, now we need to go into the tower room. As we walk up the staircase to the top part of the guild, oh, look at that. That is so pretty. As the sun rises, you can kind of see all of the beautiful light coming in through these windows here. And this is the Guild's Great Hall that Carta and Doc asked for. This is going to end up being a multifunctional space. So this is a place where all the adventurers can come and hang out. We can have group meetings, and we can have maybe a pool table, places to hang out, places to cozy up to the fire, to drink a hot mug of hot cocoa or a nice ice cold root beer. I think I'm going to build a large table here for meetings. and just hanging out and having dinner as they've come home from their quests. And again, here's the electrical room. So this is where that windmill is going to be attached. And then over here in the corner, because I can't forget myself, I have a little room. Oh, hello. No, 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 no. Okay. Fine. Go around. I forgot I locked my alley up here just to kind of keep her out of the way. But this is going to be my room. It has a really nice view of the sunset, and hopefully, eventually, we'll have a view of Lane and Blazer's base over there. Yeah, I'm going to close this door so you don't get back out, my dear. Yes, okay. And probably we'll build a nice bed and some other really cool things up here. I just like this little space. It's kind of a tucked away space. And I didn't think of anything else to use for it, so I think this will be a good room for me. And our LA, of course. And probably some puppy dogs, too. We'll be in the middle of everything that's going on in the guild, but also a little tucked out of the way of all the main comings and goings down below. And we come up this spiral staircase, which I love building, by the way. This was a lot of fun to kind of do. And now that everything's oxidized, you can kind of see the color scheme I was going for. Whoa! Oh, that's fun. So apparently I have pets up here. Huh. Nice. I did not expect that I would have pets in this room. I think they'll despawn on their own there. Name tag? Should we name tag these things? No, no, no. They'll probably just despawn. These guys will despawn. We're just gonna kind of show this room with the phantoms in it, apparently. Hello, phantom friends. Please do not eat me. Ow! Don't eat me. Stop it. Oh, I don't have any armor on. Hold on. Let's take care of that so they don't eat me. Like, ow! Ow! Ooh! Ow! Okay. 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 You stay down here. We will free cam into your room. I have no idea how I got phantoms in there. I must have been just high enough with that overnight that they spawned in the room, which is actually kind of cool, because that makes me kind of want to have pet phantoms this season. Let's free cam into this room so you can see how it looks. They'll probably despawn, right? Yeah, I know they'll despawn. I don't have them name tagged. This room is going to be the magic library, and honestly, it would be really funny if we do have phantoms in the magic library, so we'll see how that goes. Like, maybe they don't despawn by the time I get name tags. I will name tag them. But I want to put a whole bunch of library books and lots of magical candles floating in the air and crystals and all sorts of stuff in this room, and I think it's going to be really cool down here. And yes, I know you want me so bad. And then up here is where our ghast is going to exist. Marshmallow or our Happy Gas Landing is what this is called. And we have a fly-through spot here, but I've tested this out, and there's no way that they can fly out of here, but they can kind of just float around and have a large space to hang out up here. And I'll probably put some decor kinds of things down here, because eventually I would like to have the adventurers have a chance to be able to, you know, get on rides and be able to, like, fly out over the donut and be able to ride the Happy Gas around this area. And I think that will be really, really cool. So what all of this was built for was for the Happy Gas. Now, before we do an outro, can I get... Whoa, they were down there. Okay, hello. We're leaving. I'm leaving. You can have this room. You can have the room. Okay, you guys stay up there. Whew. Alright. I thought I heard something when I was in here, and I really did not expect phantoms to be inside my house. That's kind of crazy, but that's really cool. I like the idea. Like, I think if you like the idea too, we're gonna probably find some more opportunities for those gas to spawn and get them name tagged, because I don't think I have anything on me. Do I have any name tags? I don't. I'm gonna have to go buy some. We'll go buy some, and they're probably going to... Oh. We'll have to come back for that. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed all the time lapses. This took a very, very long time to build, and it's going to be a work in progress for quite a while, but I'm looking forward to being able to do more of the things on stream and also be able to start bringing you all in, too, into this endeavor as we slowly but surely get more adventurers, and you'll be adventurers too. I want to get names up on the board, so it's possible we're gonna probably put signs and stuff in here of you guys and your names, some kind of contest or something coming up, so just stay tuned. Keep your ears and eyes peeled. Most likely I will drop the hint in the video somewhere, and you need to be able to pick it up and be able to leave whatever I'm asking for in the comments. So just keep that in mind in the future weeks ahead as we kind of flesh out this really cool build that I have started. Give yourselves all a hug from me. I love you all very, very much. I appreciate all the help that you have provided me, all the fun you guys have helped create in streams, and we're getting very close to 1,800 viewers on this channel by the time I'm recording this. Can we get to 2,000 by the end of the year? I think maybe we can, so help me out with that. If you know any friends that haven't subscribed to me, I'd love to have them come on over and join us on our Adventure Guild adventure. But until then, have a great one, and I will see you all next week. Bye, everyone. Bye. Very quiet. Did babies spawn? Hello? Nope, they're still there. Alright, we're gonna go get a name tag, and we'll see if they're here by the time I come back with it. Bye, everyone.